Okay, in the last session we have already seen that what is the thread and the life cycle of thread. Then apart from that, the priorities of the thread. By default, the priorities are the normal priorities, so any thread can have access. But the sequence of executions is platform dependent. Okay, so on the basis of platform, on the basis of processing capabilities of the processors, that is getting changed. Now we will see how to demonstrate the thread executions. Okay, so we will be creating the thread by implementing the runnable interface. So runnable is one of the interface through which I can able to run the thread. Basically, two ways to process this. One is by implementing the runnable interface. The another way is by extending the thread class. Both the cases we are going to consider. The step one. The firstly, as a first step, you need to implement a run method provided by runnable interface. So what we have to run, so that we are specifying in run method. Okay, the second step is you will instantiate the thread object using the following constructors. Okay, so we will be directly seeing the examples. So with the help of this, it will be easier for us to understand. So if you are considering this first statement, class runnable demo implements runnable. Runnable is nothing but it is a class by default. Runnable is an interface which is defined in java.lang package itself. The runnable interface, if you are implementing this, it means that it is mandatorily we have to execute all the methods which are defined within this interface. We have to override the method and we have to go for execution of a thread. The two methods are nothing but start and run method. Okay, so I think this much is sufficient. We will be starting with this runnable demo. Okay, so this is nothing but the start, the main program of the this is the main program, the public static void main. As we know that public means publicly accessible, static means without creation of object we are able to access this particular method. Okay, so after that we are creating the object of this runnable demo, R1. It means that R1 is nothing but the thread, because this is the thread 1, new runnable demo. So this is the object, but this object is associated with runnable interface. So therefore, this object is nothing but the thread. Okay, so that thread, we are giving that particular thread as a start method. So we are from this, we are searching for the start method. So start kahan pe hai? So basically it is here. Okay, starting the thread name. If the T is null, it means that it is not started. Then at that time, new thread create karna hai. Okay, T is equal to new thread. This means pointing to current and then the name of the thread, T dot start. We are just starting. Okay, so we are starting the program, and then after that, whenever we are giving this start, it is searching for the run method. Okay, so it is coming here. Okay, and it is just executing. Okay, like this. The thread name, whatever may be the name, that is nothing but the variable. Thread name is nothing but the name. So whatever the name which we are considering. Okay, so the thread name, this run thread, let the sleep, thread dot sleep. So how it is executing? So if you are considering, firstly, just simply consider that from the start method we are creating the thread runnable demo. So we are creating the object of that. So after that we are giving the start method. Whenever we are giving the start method, it is just coming here and we are just starting the thread itself. So here we are starting the thread. Whenever we are considering the start, it is into the runnable state. तो running state में लाने के लिए मुझे run method को जाना पड़ेगा. So automatically it is moving from start method to the run method. It is coming here. So the first message is running, which is just considering here. Okay, ये तो पहले मतलब create वाले message है. This एक मिनट हाँ. Okay, so runnable demo. So this is by default that this we are knowing that this is nothing but a constructor, and whenever we are creating the objects at the same time, पहले तो वो यही execute होगा. So thread name, दो thread create किए हैं अपन ने, creating thread, creating and starting thread. Okay, so creating and starting, start दे दिया इसको. So that particular thread, it is just considering. तो पहले तो मतलब create कर लिया, start कर लिया, creating, starting. Okay, so two threads are there. So those two threads are created and started. So after that, it is coming for the run method. Here the value of I is 4. So firstly, it is starting from I. The value of I is the thread name. So whatever may be the name, thread कौन सा run कर रहा है, 1 है. Okay. So पहले तो 1 thread करेगा. For the first case, it is just running thread name, that is 1 and comma 4, like that. Okay. 2 4 1 3. So this sequence could be anything. This sequence is depending on the processing capabilities of your systems and platform which you are using. Okay. So this is nothing but how the execution is happening. You are creating the object this first. This is nothing but the thread. यहाँ से इसको start मिलेगा. So here it is just coming. Here it is starting. After the starting, it is searching for the run, and this particular data will be executed. So whenever it is executed, after the execution of this first one, just like 1 and 4, this 2, 1 and 4 is executed. It is just waiting into the sleep method. Sleep, it means that it is just wait for 50 milliseconds. So at the meantime, the second thread is getting executed. यहाँ पे देखो, यहाँ पे first thread execute हो रहा है, यहाँ पे second thread execute हो रहा है. Okay, second thread. For the second thread, again it is just going into the run. Again it is executing for the this 4. Okay, क्योंकि वो पहला वाला जो execution है वो just because of this thread dot sleep, that is getting suspended. Okay, I think this much is sufficient as far as this today's session is concerned.